Yeah, I mean, I was happy, man. I mean, I just felt like we came out the right mentality early on. It was really defensive. I mean, obviously, Ant had a huge first half. And you got a lot of shot making, obviously, but man, our defense was just so in tune with each other the entire time. We took away a lot of things that they like to do, you know, and I thought it fueled our offense. Ant was able to get in there, he made a few shots. Now it opens up things for everybody else. Um, I just thought it was a good, well-rounded win for us.
Anthony specifically, but didn't really seem to miss a beat. Just in that game the other day, and then it really helping you guys get this team out there.
Yeah. I mean, he picked right up where he left off. Another double. Uh, Took care of the basketball. Only 2 turnovers. He made shots. I mean, just kind of exploited the coverage that they were playing. And I talked to him before the game. I said, these are the shots that's going to be available. Just take them. Who cares if you miss or make? If they're going to let you get those shots off, let's shoot them. And it just opened up everything. I mean, I thought Nurk, they just nobody could guard Nurk. He was just a problem in there, getting him in foul trouble early. And we continued to play through Nurk down there, and he just was he was a big problem for them.
How do you think that Anthony did dealing with double teams? Because after he got off the start, I noticed that he started throwing double teams.
I loved his patience in the double teams, and I told him, I said, you made a couple shots where it was in time. I said, they're going to start doubling you to get the ball out your hands. And he just did a good job of sometimes he got it out quick. Sometimes he dragged the defense a little bit, giving Nurk the chance to get his feet set, threw it there. I thought Ant did just a really good job of reading the game.
You've talked about it quite a bit, Rocco as well. That big steal late in the fourth quarter when they were making a run. Really seemed like you talked about the defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he's been every night. Rocco was incredible, man. He really was. I mean, his shot making obviously was good, but I just love his aggression on the swings. He's catching and going, getting to the basket, finishing, making an extra pass. His defense has been top notch. It's been high level. I mean, his deflections, him reading the game. He's just in a really good groove right now on both ends.
Go to the Zoom. Jason Quick, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you a couple kind of big picture questions regarding Ant. First, can you just kind of put into perspective what he's doing right now? Because this is more than just one game or a couple games. Can you first put into perspective what he's doing?
He's just growing up in front of our eyes, Jason. I'm just happy for him because this is what my very first meeting with him. I take a lot of pride in it because I've been that young point guard in this league that was struggling, and just needed somebody to just pour into me, believe into me, believe into what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, and it's not just the freedom that he's receiving from how we want to play as a staff, but just Dame and CJ and those guys pouring into him over the years, and now opportunity has met his preparation, and I'm happy for him. I'm not surprised at all. Maybe a lot of people are. He's becoming like everybody's favorite guy. But I'm not happy. I'm not surprised at all, Jason.
Can you maybe elaborate more on what you tried to communicate to him in that first meeting?
Yeah. Well, a couple of my main things with him is just watching him, because obviously you take over the job. Now you start watching intensely all of your players. And I knew for us to, we need to really develop our young guys. I said, Ant, we know that everybody knows that you can come off that screen and shoot. But I don't know if you can play make. We attacked you a lot defensively. I don't know if you can really guard. You don't want to go. You're a young dude, 22 years old. You're going to play probably 15 more years in this league. You don't want to be the guy that they attack every night for 15 years. you don't want to be that guy, you know. So you got to be better on that end. You got to be better in your playmaking. They're not just going to let you come off and shoot every single time. You got to read defenses, read the game. And I just gave them a laundry list of things, and told them we're not going to get there in one training camp and 2 practices and 5 games, 10 games, 40 games. It's going to be a process, but you'll continue to get better if you just lock into it, you know. And he's doing it, as we all see.
So now that we see him doing that, you know, take a step back. Like, what does this mean for the Blazers moving forward? What do you think this bodes for the Blazers moving forward?
Well, I mean, that's something that, you know, is kind of, it is big picture, you know. Really, I'm just staying in the moment, to be honest with you, Jason.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm asking you to step out of the moment.
I'm not. Why could I say I can't step out of the moment? I'm the head coach. I'm not the owner. I'm not the GM. I'm none of that. I'm the head coach, and my responsibility is to get the best out of my guys and try to develop my guys. And when those moments come, we'll see. But I don't know that, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Aaron Petras. Aaron, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Some of the players have talked about Anthony not being as vocal as maybe he could be. Nurk has joked about it a lot. But at the same time, he also seems to be very even keel emotionally and that he doesn't get too high, too low. How does that serve him in this development process?
Yeah, I always thought, you know, having a point guard that can be even keel out there is good. You know, it's good because there's some really intense moments in the game. And most of those other 4 guys are going to be looking at their point guard. And if the point guard is like looking nervous or all over the place, then chances are the team will. And has this calm about him that is his personality. It's his game that you never know if you're up 15 or down 15 when you look at Ant. And that's why his voice is going to become so important, you know, because you have to be able to express things even though your demeanor is smooth and even keel. So it serves our team well. I think it serves every team well to be able to have that type of demeanor in the moment.
And then also, can you speak to how important it was just to get another win on the road, only the 3rd one? I mean, that's got to mean a lot for this group.
Yeah, it's good to get a win on the road. You know, we started off a tough game the other night, you know. Tough game on starting out a road trip, but it was good to come here, you know, and play against this team. But just have our guys just so locked into what we're doing amidst, you know, struggling on the road, how we have. Every game is a great opportunity. And we came in and I thought our mindset was just really good.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick this year as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Nas too. I mean, another one, just growing up, man. Just growing up. I mean, taking advantage of his opportunity, of his minutes, continuing to develop, you know, with Nas, you know, everybody knows he's a really, really hard playing guy, which is great. But my challenge to him has been, okay, now we know we're going to do that every night. That's off the table. We're going to do that every night. Now we have to start, you know, getting our basketball IQ a little higher so now we can think while we're playing hard because the great ones can do that. And he's doing it, man. He's doing it. He's understanding coverages. Offensively, he's doing a better job of knowing when to shoot that kick out or when to catch it and drive it, make a different play. He's just doing it, man, and it's just fun watching it. Yeah, trending. That was tough right there. Fouling out and.
You didn't have a chance to get him out even.
Oh man, I couldn't get nobody to the table fast enough. He kept fouling. Yeah, that was funny. I joked on, teased him in the locker room after when I brought it in with the guys. I said, God damn, Trent, you fouled out in the 2nd quarter, man. I couldn't get nobody else a relief. And he laughed at him, but yeah, again, like this game is probably moving so fast for him. And then he's playing against guys that he's been watching on TV for years, and he didn't understand that move was really that quick. Now you're behind. Now you're trying to play catch-up out, you know. So welcome to the league.
Got a couple more coming coming from the Zoom. Jason Frick, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, going back to Ant, obviously he's played with Dame and CJ before, but with CJ coming back, do you think he needs to make any adjustments, or will there be any learning curve there, or does he have to play differently, or will you talk to him because CJ's back? Because, during this hot spell, he hasn't really played with a bona fide scorer next to him in the backcourt.
Yeah. I don't think, and yeah, sure, of course, I'm going to talk to him, but I don't think he needs to make any adjustments. I think he needs to continue to be aggressive. His aggression is going to open up opportunities for CJ. CJ's aggression is going to take some pressure and alleviate some pressure off of him as well. And then also just having Nurk, playing so aggressive and just manning that paint is going to take a lot of pressure off of everybody too. So, nah, Jason, I don't think he needs to. I don't think he needs to do that. He needs to just continue developing and playing the way that he's playing.
And as you've seen him kind of evolve here, and especially develop a connection with Nurk, has that changed your play calling or your approach in any way with him?
Well, my play calling changes depending on the personnel that we have on the floor. Obviously with Dame and CJ out for so long, we playing through Nurk a lot and Ant. So we run a lot more post-ups than we were running earlier in the season. A lot of times we throw it to Nurk, and it's not even for Nurk. It's for him to kind of facilitate just having another playmaker on the floor. So, my play calling is really going to be based on actually who's hot, who's playing well, who's here, who's just
right.
Kind of the same thing.
Right.
All right, one more question coming from Aaron Petrus. Final question.
Hey, Coach, there's been a couple of times where maybe you guys didn't perform or execute well down the stretch of games. In this game, they made a push, they made a run. How do you feel you guys held up against their late run there?
Yeah, we did a pretty good job executing down the stretch. Rocco had a big tip in a layup down the stretch that was huge, but I thought defensively we were a little up and down. We gave up a three here and there when we really didn't have to. We should have been kind of pressing up. But when they shot the ball, I was proud of our effort to hit somebody and go after it, And those things you really, really need, when you're talking about trying to close basketball games.